We haven't recorded in a couple days. It's been a little bit. I've been doing a lot of work over in the new area, but so today we are adding somebody up here to the cobblestone. We are going to be adding Natcha, Natacha. I don't know exactly how to say it, but thank you for commenting and welcome into the place. Yeah, we're running out of names, so if you want to be here, leave a comment and then pick color wool you like, and you will get to join the guard based on your wool color. But to start off today, as you see, I got a lot of wool on me. We got 34 more of this, and we are about out of gray dye again. So, I'm wanting to see how far we can get with this. As you see, we are now to here with this area. We are good to place another torch. One lower than I wanted to, but I want to see how this room will end up looking. I should probably just do it even on both sides. Let's see. 2, 3. Okay. So that's pretty good progress. So we still don't have a plan for this room yet. But this room is starting to at least get filled out a little bit. So it looks a little nicer. I want torches here. I'll take that one. So that's all for here. We're gonna head over now to the museum, which is where I've been spending a lot of my time on doing stuff, and I'll show you what I've worked on and what the plans are for more things. Because last time, we were working on the wall, and I had just the last section to do, and so basically, I'll show you from there. When I was coming over, there was a creeper under the bridge and stuff, so it makes me kind of glad that this stuff's on a bridge. I am waiting for the day a creeper just pops out at us. That's why I'm really glad this is like this. Looks like it despawned since we've been gone. But as you see, there is some sandstone on top. There is some more pillars. There's a couple things going on. So let's get into it and see. So first thing, let me collect my sandstone back. First off, sandstone's very annoying to get. Up here, all the sandstone you can see right here, this was 14 stacks of sand to make. 14 stacks of sand to just do this wall. It was incredibly expensive. You come over here, as you see, I did finish the wall and stuff. But, big thing is, look at this. We are slowly draining all the sand out of this area, and I'm torching it up. Which is making mob spawns a lot worse now, because now areas over there are getting tons of spawns on them. But we are making really good progress. As you see, I have filled this all in, and then the torch spam makes it so much easier to get rid of. So that luckily has been saving us. And then from out here, we're going to have a big window right here. These are going to be stairs that go up. These are the entrance spots. And then we got stairs going down to this area, which is going to be the flat part. And then this goes under here. So I went and did the math for how much sandstone is going to take for the entire floor. It's going to take us 10,000 blocks of sand to make enough sandstone for this floor. That's, I think, 170 stacks. I did the math last night. We're gonna need like 170 stacks of sand. That's the floor. That's not even the outside, which is also sandstone. Yeah. So this is gonna be expensive. Something I am debating on doing is shifting the stairs over more, and this all a block, just in case I want to change the inside, like what I want the inside to look like, just in case, like, down the line, if they add another block I want to use, I can not have sandstone be the inside wall, so it's just not so much overload on sandstone. So I still need to do that. But I want to go out here and look at these pillars, because that's what all the wool is for. We're going to use wool for these pillars. I was thinking of iron, but I'm not. There's not something wrong with me. So we are not doing that. As you see, these blocks right here, these divot in like this, and I'm doing some thinking, and I think it would make more sense to have this block be one in, so then it's in line with the pillar. Because originally I was just going to hide the change behind the pillar, but I think it would make more sense to have the direct change like on the pillar like this. So I at least want to make this change real quick. Yeah, this is just like 6 blocks up. 3, 4. Okay, it's 7 blocks up. I was close enough, but this is not a lot, and it just took so much just resource to do, and so this is going to be a scale project. That's what we wanted, though. We didn't want like an easy project. You want something to challenge you. Which is good because, as we say, this is our forever world, or at least I want it to be. So having stuff that challenge us is the best way to do it. I do need to light up the areas over here because I got jumped by a spider actually right when I got on this morning because of this area stuff not being torched. So depending on how much time we have left, we're gonna do that real quick. We don't got a lot of time. I also keep my armor is dying as my protection they give me is also slowly waning quickly. Since we're leaving stuff here, let's make more of that. Okay, now I keep actually forgetting that stack them, so I'll have those like 2 stacks of torches on me. But let's go over here and at least torch up some of this area because the mob spawns are getting annoying. Oh, I got a black sheep. We're gonna do our prettiness just at like a sped up scale. We can do it here. If we also do it this way, then we don't have to worry about mobs getting me when I'm in that thing. That's what I'm worried about because I've been doing a lot of that mining at night, and I've been waiting for a creeper or something to jump me. It is going to just be a matter of time before it ends up happening. And then since we don't have anything for this, how about oh, wait, that works actually. Actually, give me you back. And I can reclaim a couple torches. And these torches, we can put one here. And then I want to put one here. Actually, I'll put a little closer to the water. And that should help with a good amount of the spawns for us. You grab a little bit. Or did that mess with the water? I didn't. That's not water I placed. But you'll see as we come down here that there is just absolutely tons of oh crap. I didn't mean to do that one. There's tons of iron and stuff that we've been uncovering, which is a good thing. I need to go through and mine all this eventually. There's also a lot of big caves we were finding. There's a huge drop in one of these spots that I had to look down into, and it went down by like 40 blocks. The cave must have been a really deep one that was exposed to this ocean. But I think for the rest of this, I'm going to just work on some of the sand, try to get that corner done. Because it's like we have sand, but the problem is I have to use so much of the sand to make the sandstone, so you can't even tell. Like I went through like 16 stacks of sand from this chest. So we got all this sand and we got this sand. That's not counting all the sand that's been placed already. And all the sand I've had to replace because I'm what's the word? Placing the sand in the empty spots is what I'm doing too. So I'm losing sand in multiple ways. We are also flying through trees just because this is our charcoal source. It's so much cheaper to work with this than it is to work with the other stuff. I'm even gonna need to replant soon though. Also, so these are from a lot of these trees. There are from before I started making room, so they're kind of just floating, and I haven't got back to them yet. Oh, I already got saplings back. That's really quick. Oh, and I missed up log. That's not good. Okay, so those ones are at least replanting. Last gray wool. What you got? We got another tripler. That's 3 triples in a row of gray wool. It's pretty darn good. We'll drop this off here. Even some clay I found inside of this. Funny enough, it was 2 singular I guess 2 combined blocks, but still kind of funny. Find those in there. Okay, we will take all of this then. This will be just about a stack. Yeah. So this should be absolutely tons of torches. The more torches I have, the much easier this whole thing ends up getting, because I then don't have to worry about picking them up. I can do whole rows at a time. And you would, how the heck are you down here? There is some spawning spots. Oh, how did you? I don't know. There's some spawning spots down here, but I don't understand where they're coming from. Because everything is perfectly mapped out to at least limit the spawns as much as I can. The only positive is I keep getting more string, which I'm going to be able to use for fishing rods, because we don't I'm not out a lot at night, as we were talking about, I think a couple episodes back, so anything like that is useful for this. Okay, so my inventory is going to be, I didn't even clear my inventory out. Oh well. Let's start with this. I'm trying to get the bottom block of most of these, and it ends up working well, but some of these like this that are hiding there, I try to check around it, because it saves me that 1 block to break, and I guess, that 1 block saved over the course of, see, I just did there, over the course of like 100 of these, ends up saving you a lot. Then also you gotta then wait for the sand to fall to get to the spot, so it's kind of like a catch-22 of, I can be efficient, but like at what cost? And I feel like I got this pretty darn efficient at this point to how I want to do this. I mean, there's always more efficient ways you can do it. An idea I was thinking of yesterday when I spent like maybe 2 hours just down here doing stuff, was how this would be a good thing to like live stream. I feel like people may enjoy it, and it'd be a good way for me to pass the time too, is if you're constantly engaging with stuff. My only thing is, I'll sit there and listen to music and just do this stuff when, for like this, I'm having to be engaging. But also I'm engaging to myself. It's not like I'm engaging to people watching. I feel like that would make things a lot different. You know, having those people watching you and then being like, oh yeah, we're doing this, and then like, oh yeah, we're doing this. I feel like that definitely would make things a lot easier. which I think also would be fun because it's always good to get closer with your communities and stuff. Oh, we messed up one there. So that's something I definitely want to consider for the future. I don't know exactly what the future holds. It's the future after all. So we'll end up seeing what exactly. Some of these go down, some of these go up. I don't know. I also could just be losing it from the amount of time I have spent mining sand at this point. Like generally, it is reached multiple hours and days, and like the end is in sight, but man, it's really far. Like it's good though. It's a good feeling watching all the progress get done though. I do. That's always one of my favorite parts about doing big things like this is you can track your progress. I just go up top and I look at the stairs. I go stand on the staircase right there, and I just look at it. I'm like, there we go. That I'm like that section's finally gone. That looks so much better. Which also is a way that distracts me because I like seeing my progress and I like just looking at it, and then I just stop working on the progress. So it kind of undoes what I'm trying to do, which I always think's really funny, kind of odd the way I the way I do that. Inventory check, yeah, we'll be full soon. Oh, and we're getting some random lag spikes. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's probably just the sheer amount of sand I'm dropping, but I mean it's not like at the same time though. It's over the course of time, multiple things of sand fall. So I don't really understand where the lag comes from this one. Up here, these ones are flat, so you don't have to worry about this. Dang it. Also, torches fly in lots of random directions. I have learned from this. With it becoming day, we can get up and go. I need to go drop some of this wool off, and then also sand. Yeah, we're just about full. I make new ways to get up here every time because I take a slightly different path. Take you. So we're just about full. I also did waste a stack for me doing that. Wool. We'll probably do wool another time. Realistically, I feel like that'll be easier. Oh, and the string we can drop off. That goes in this one. And we're back down. So, yeah, we're making good. Now it's day again. I always feel so much better about this. Obviously, there's still tons to fill in this area. It's not like we're close. I mean, there's still all of this. But I mean, the amount of sand it took just to even get here, though, is a bit ridiculous. And the good thing is, I am not wasting my shovel durability much. I'm doing most of this by hand, which realistically I feel like parts of it could be saved from using shovels, but also I feel like parts of it are being saved from me not switching back and forth and then miss switching and stuff because I'm the shovel and pickaxe for the end of their lives, and they've been at the both of them have been at the end of their lives for a little while now. I've kind of just kept them alive by just not using them. But also, luckily, since durability is better in this version, it makes things slightly easier. So, realistic timeline on this project is going to be It's gonna be crazy because there's a few different factors I want to realistically think about it. If I'm like streaming and I have tons of time, then this project could easily just take like a month or so. But that's also like me assuming getting all the blocks, making the floor. The floor is gonna be the first big like goal and thing to get done, which is weird. Floor's like the baseline. I mean, you make the walls and you make the floor, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's the easy part. But when 10,000 blocks of sand are involved in it, it's like, you know what? Maybe we need a little bit more, and that is just the floor, and not this. Because I don't know how tall it's going to be. I do want a second layer on top of here, because I want this building to feel massive, no matter, like, when it is. I want to be like, oh yeah, so this was built back in beta. This was the museum. I was like, this is one of the like projects I'm super proud of. It's like this thing was fully constructed back in beta. It took so much stuff. It's like sandstone was a massive hurdle, like stuff like that. So you can like historyize the world. I don't know if that's not really a word, but you get what I mean on it. Getting closer. To keep my sanity, I have started moving back and forth between the ways I break the sand down. Well, this way also ends up working because of the fact that it's now less overall blocks I have to go long ways. So the next block I got a torch. Yeah, I've kept my torch spawning pattern for basically all of this. I feel like I've done a pretty good job on that, honestly. Oh, this one needs torches. Torch, 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 torch. Okay, cool. Now we are good to do another few rows. Let's do 4 rows this time. It's nice when it's all like, flat and like the same level. The problem is with how jaggedy all this stuff is, it ends up taking so much longer like this. Like having stuff go up and then stuff go down. It's like, okay, this just wastes so much of my time. It's like, why can't you just be a normal just flat area? Yeah, so this is literally what I've spent forever doing. It's not entertaining to the slightest. It definitely I felt burnout from doing it last night, but there's something about just grinding where it's like you kind of got to put yourself through it to get to the better parts, and the rewarding feeling of having it done. It's kind of like running, where the journey to run typically sucks, but that feeling of accomplishment and like dopamine you get from finishing a race or a really long run is always an awesome feeling. So I always compare it to something similar like that. But obviously, it's a little bit easier to mine digital sand than it is to go run 26 miles. So it has its reasons. Still a long ways, a couple more. Actually, I'll probably just do this till night. And once night hits, work on something else a little. I'm probably still trying to figure out like if the longer episodes are the most ideal way to do it. Because when it comes to YouTube, it has cycles and it has waves where your channel does really good, and then it's like okay, it falls off, and then it starts popping, you feel amazing, and then it does really bad. I had that. We had like what was it, 8 videos that straight overperformed and hit a view goal that we typically didn't hit in a normal video. Now, since then, it's went back down, and we've had some abnormally low views. YouTube giving it an 8, 9, or 10 out of 10 on its rating, and it's like, okay, well, crap, and it's like, it's really defeating. I feel like YouTube kind of has its platform show off the creator tools the way it does to push its people to make more, but then also it does make people more sad. And it's like, if I work on a video and it gets like 10 views in a day, or it ends up being like an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 or even a 10 out of 10, it's like, it's just like, okay, it's like, so all this hard work I put in for nothing. That's what I felt about the compilation video, because I wrote a mini script for the front of it. I edited the top part of it. I did some stuff, and that's part of me, because I kind of posted it at a weirder time than I typically do. So it's like, you know what, I'll take the blame on this one. But like, the video didn't perform well, and it's like, dang, it's like, this is, oh Jesus, we are lagging so bad, and it didn't perform the way I wanted it to, after putting extra effort into it. So it's like, okay, so should I not put extra effort into it? Or I guess realistically, the way I need to look at it is, what did I do wrong? Because typically, if a video doesn't do well, you everybody blames the algorithm, but realistically, it is going to be on you. It's like, did I upload it at a bad time? Did I miss something there? Was the intro not engaging enough? I mean, there is ways to look at this stuff and be like, okay, how about I take accountability myself and say that I messed the video up, instead of saying, oh, YouTube screwed me. But also, I do feel like the algorithm does screw you on stuff like shorts, for example, because I will make a short, upload it, get no views, and then immediately delete the short, re-upload it, hour or 2 hours later, and it gets a few thousand views in the first 20 minutes. And it's like, okay, it's like, so where was this all the other times I tried posting? And there's times that I've struck out, and I've posted this, I put a reel up, posted it, privated it, reposted it, privated it again, and like, it's been like a cycle 3 times in a row before it even hits. And it's like, oh, finally. And then it feels more annoying than anything, because it's like, come on. It's like, all I was trying to do was just post a short, and like, I'm not asking for it to be a 1 out of 10 or stuff, but I don't want it to be like a 10 out of 10. Like, put it in the middle. Give it a average amount of views that we get, and it's like, let them see it, because it's like, just putting it there in a graveyard doesn't do much to it, because no one can see it. And that's another row done. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. As you see, we're getting really close, at least, which is what I'm happy about. This nightmare is so close to being over. I say nightmare, but it's not going to end magically right after this. It's going to keep going. Man, I really want to finish this, but I do want to work on something else. I guess I'll just do a couple more layers. Place it. I'm at least getting really good at placing some of this stuff, which is the good thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta make sure. Oh, and our inventory is full now. Great. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Is there anything sackable? I'll come back for the sand. It's too valuable to let it just wane away. I guess realistically, I could just place a stack of it, increase the water line. Well, the problem is at night. It sucks doing this at night, because you can't see how deep it is. Because if it's 2 blocks deep, I know just to double do it. But I play with such a low brightness that I generally can't see what's going on. So like the first couple nights when we were in alpha, it got a lot darker than it does now. Like it still gets really dark, but like you generally couldn't see anything. And I was in my shack blinded it's like I literally couldn't tell which way was up or down. I had to be squinting. It was just a mess trying to get things figured out from there. But somehow I dug down and then we just immediately ran in a hole, which is just a crazy, just like, oh wow, how did that end up happening? We did all that work for 12 sand in my torch. I do consider that worth it because the stuff's valuable. That's 3 whole blocks of sandstone for my base. Okay, that's 3 whole blocks I could place up here. I'll do it again, but let's drop off another ton of sand. Let's grab our wool. Let's not grab all of it. I'll still leave a stack of it hanging out in here. But yeah, we are filling stuff up. We also did make just a lot of stairs and stuff. I did overcraft blocks, which is not a bad thing. So we are at least, ready. But let's start with these pillars. I hadn't even looked at to see if I'm even gonna like this. Yeah. I don't want to waste my shovel. So I guess we're hand doing this, which is pretty painful. Luckily, these ones are not very tall. And I did spawn proof a lot of this stuff because I knew it was going to sit here for a little bit. Just want to see what it looks like. Yeah, that took. It's not the best, but like we got nothing else to use. There's literally 2 white blocks in this game. There's just the white wool. Is it just called normal wool? Yeah, just wool and iron blocks. But you got me crazy if you think we are going to craft a billion of these, place them in here, put it up. Does it look so much nicer? Absolutely. But it is such a crazy thing you do. Where did the 2 iron go? It's just like, don't get me wrong, I want to do it. However, I can think properly. I'm not doing that unless there becomes an easier way to get iron is the only way I would, consider this. So it takes a fourth of a stack per one of these. I do feel some of these are a little close, and it may end up taking away from up here. It looks good though. I guess this is just one of those things where like down lower, it's not gonna look as good as being flat up with it, which does make sense because the whole point is to see it from this angle. It's supposed to be grand. I say we start the middle 5 for now, see how far we go, and then from there just figure it out. You know what? I'm just gonna use my shovel. We're gonna need to make a new one either way. We keep uncovering. Yeah. Hey, I did like 2 pillars before I gave up on that. Okay, that has to be some credit somewhere. And I've decided to change my mind for what I was doing already. I'm just gonna get the bottom layer of all of these. That can wait. Those side ones can wait. And so then we just got one more over here that is needed. And that's even. You should have placed. I wanted it one lower, so I didn't take damage. I need to put torches back on top of these, but I really just want to get these high enough I don't have to. How many torches are there just laying on the ground that I missed? So far, there's none. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like we got all the torches, so that's good. But let's grab 2 more stacks of wool. Oh, this makes this pretty easy then, because you can just fall onto the next one. Oh, just don't jump. I don't know what I was thinking there. It's like, let me. What? That's a 3 block fall. How do we take damage? Is it because you landing on the does landing on a corner do something? It's not doing wool. If anything, it should make you take less damage if you land on it. It's like fluffy. It's from the back of a sheep. If I fell out of a plane and I landed on wool, I'd take less IRL damage than if I landed on concrete. Okay. Let's go higher on these. See, yeah. See, that's why we didn't place these down. Because I knew it was gonna have to go higher. Oh wow, I didn't take damage that time. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss this jump down. I don't like doing 2 block jumps just because it always feels like you're gonna miss from your walking speed. So it's always a scary game. I guess I didn't go all the way up. I probably should have went 3 up instead of 2 up. I guess I'll move one more up, then after this we can go look at it again and see. I'm not the happiest again with the blocks being used, but like sometimes you just do not have better options. You just kind of got to go for it. Worst case scenario, at the end of the day, if you don't like it, you can always change it. That's the one good thing about building in Minecraft is you always have the option to make it different, which is something that is like one of my key principles from this world and this series is to take chances and have fun with it and not make things have to be beautiful. Obviously, beauty's subjective. It'll come in multiple ways. Let me yeah. So yeah, beauty's subjective. So different people think what's beautiful or what's impressive or stuff like that. Um, hmm, I'm not sure how to feel about this. Well, I know definitely that sand needs to sandstone needs to go a couple blocks higher. I already know that. Let's move that a couple higher. Come with me as I craft another stack of these. Yeah, no, this is the annoying part is having to spam click this. If I have it, my fingers are gonna be hurting. Yeah, so basically that's about like 3 stacks and some change of wool, which is not that bad. I thought we were gonna have to use more than that. Now let's go 2 more high for this, and then take a look at it. Because, like we were saying, I don't know how big I want this second story yet. So I kind of am in between a rock and a hard place right now where I need to start doing the interior or the laying out the inside to figure out how I want to do the rest. But in order to do the inside, I kind of... Oh, we're gonna run out. But in order to do the inside of this, I need to figure out how the outside's gonna work, and then also I need to get enough not torches. I just gotta pick one up. Enough stone to fill the inside out, but I also don't want to fill the inside out because I want to plan the rooms out. So it's kind of like a I'm stuck situation where I gotta figure out what will budge first. Yeah, see, it just looks better having those blocks taller. And these are meant to be thin pillars. These are the thick ones over here on the sides. So I guess the big thing you figure out is going to be how tall this goes, and then get the structure to overlap on top of this. Because for the moment, I mean, it looks cool. I've been saying on this tree to get a higher vantage point on it. It's like you can tell they're meant to be pillars and stuff, so that's cool. But I think, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. This is a longer one of me just breaking and planning and working on stuff because this is what I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes is just figuring this stuff out because this is the first big project that I've worked on in this world. Obviously, the mall thing was a big project because took forever to mine out, and we were still slowly working on in the background as I don't have the blocks to finish it. But the museum, an idea that has been around for forever, and now that we have this land, and also all how flat and how all the water is really helping out for this spot. So much less I had to spawn proof as I'm doing it as I go instead of right away. But yeah, I'm very happy with all this. So thank you guys for joining us, and I'll catch you next time. Hopefully, I got some more progress done by then. Bye!